back. My name is Dawn and this is Alaska Served. Today I am going to do some new recipes. We are going to smoke some pork baby back ribs. I have some halibut that we caught back in June that we're gonna fry up, and then I'm gonna make some bear meatballs from our hunting trip back in May. So we decided to do a 3-month subscription to Raw Spice Bar. You know, you kind of get into that funk where, you know, you're always doing like the same recipes all the time. So we thought we would try something new. And they sent us, let's see, we have a Korean spice fire barbecue rub. So this should go really good with the pork ribs. I do have another like Korean meatball recipe that I use. So I'm thinking that this is going to be pretty good as well. Fish, never tried anything like this on a fish before. But what we're going to do is I picked up some regular corn flour. Cause normally we use like, I think it's Southern Louisiana style fish batter on our halibut, which we absolutely love. But since we're gonna do something different and I needed something that didn't include the spice already, just bought some of this and we'll rub it down with this. So, like I said, we're going to do, we'll start off with the pork ribs right now. I have the smoker set at 250. We are doing the 3-2-1 recipe, or method, I'm sorry, which we'll start out 3 hours on the rack, and then I will go down there, grab the ribs, and wrap them in foil. We'll cook them for another 2 hours, and then after that, we take them back off, remove the foil, and cook them for another hour. So total 6 hours at 250. Sometimes it goes over a little bit because where we live, it's a little chilly. So hopefully in 6 hours, these ribs will be done. So I'm just sprinkling these on. Hopefully I have enough for all three meats. All right. So that's what that looks like now. I'm gonna give the bear a little bit more time to thaw out, and then I will prep the meatballs, and those will go and cook in the Instapot. So, I'll be back in a minute. All right, again, we're gonna put them directly on the rack. It's set at 250. Again, the recipe calls for 225 to 250, but given our location here, things kind of take a little longer to cook, so we set it at a higher temp. So we'll check back in 3 hours. All right, so it's been 3 hours, so now we're starting phase 2 of the 3-2-1 method. If you don't have these rubber gloves, I would highly recommend getting a pair. It makes smoking so much easier. You don't have to worry about your hands getting burnt. Alright, let's take a look. Ooh, it's looking good. Wrap them. Put that under there in case it drips. Alright, that goes back on for another 2 hours. So, we'll see you back in 2 hours. All right, so I'm back. I have my meatballs done, and 1.5 pounds gave me 32 meatballs. Again, I put chicken stock in there as kind of a little coating for them so that they don't stick. Bear meat is extremely lean, so it doesn't produce any grease. So I probably would have preferred to use beef, but I had chicken stock on hand, so that's what I used. bear meat takes on the flavor of whatever you're cooking with. So far, the ones that we've harvested, there has been zero game flavor, zero game smell. So it's really an excellent meat to cook with. The only thing that you need to worry about is trichinosis, which is a parasite found in some bear meat. In severe cases, it's deadly, but as long as you cook your meat to an internal temperature of 165, you really have nothing to worry about. Bear meat was in the news last year. A family in the lower 48 consumed some on a picnic, and they admitted it was undercooked, and some of them got sick. But again, it's not a big deal. Internal temp 165. I mean, think about your chicken and any other meat that you cook. You need to have it at the proper temperature to avoid illness. So we are going to put this in the Instapot. I'm going to set it for 15 minutes, and then I'm going to let it do a slow vent for 15, and then our meatballs will be served. I will double check though, of course. Internal temp 165. So yeah, it was about a half an hour. Okay, so while I'm waiting for the ribs to finish up, I have the fish prepped, and now we're gonna fry up some halibut. Again, we are using the Korean Seoul rub from Raw Spice. I did forget to mention that it does come with like a recipe to try, and then there's a coupon for, I don't know, I guess their sister company or something. Anyways, so I've got this going. So again, I took the halibut and I sprinkled some of the seasoning on it, and then I'm dipping it in cornmeal. Normally we use Louisiana style fish fry batter, but since I needed something unseasoned, we went with the corn flour. All right, so we will get this fried up. The meatballs are pretty much done. They're just venting right now. I do fry my fish in olive oil. I know some people prefer vegetable oil. I don't notice like a taste difference, and olive oil is supposed to be healthier, so we go with olive oil. So yeah, I am curious to see how this is going to taste with a Korean twist. All right, we'll let you know. Okay, all right, so everything's done now. We have the pork baby back ribs, we have the bear meatball, and then we have the halibut. And again, this is the Seoul seasoning, so it's a Korean seasoning mix. Okay, what I can really taste in this is like the red pepper flakes. It's not, I'd say it's like a medium heat. Of course, I'm used to spicy stuff. I'd say it's probably medium, but yeah, the red pepper flakes really stand out. Yeah. The only flavor that I really get coming through is red pepper flakes. I said earlier in the video that we usually use Louisiana style batter for our halibut, which some people might think is like maybe too salty. There is no salt coming through on this at all. But yeah, really the only thing I'm picking up is red pepper flakes. Alright, so I'm gonna try this. Unfortunately, on the pork, I'm not getting anything, just the pork flavor. So overall, I wouldn't say this is an entire bust. I do like it on the meatballs. The fish, I would want, I don't know, a little bit more seasoning, something, I don't know, because I'm just not getting it. And the pork, again, the only flavor I'm getting coming through is just the pork itself. So overall, I'd probably say this is a bust. But I have two more seasoning packets that are coming in the mail. So, you know, it's at least getting me out of my comfort zone and trying new things. So this was fun to do.